Louisiana beer reviews. Another beer review from the Waikiki Heritage Hotel in Waikiki, Honolulu, Hawaii. This is Elysian Juice Dust Juicy IPA. Certainly I've never seen this in Louisiana. We basically only get Space Dust and the pumpkin pack anyway. We used to get some other stuff like Super Haze and Dank Dust, but those went away. Alright, India Pale Ale with orange juice. Oh boy. Boy, I'll tell you what, New Belgium and Elysian and other companies love to copy from each other. They want to make all these super strongs with juice in them and natural flavors. So 8.2% alcohol. Bitterness units not given on the can. I'll try to add that to the information below. Okay, so we got a bad Best By date. 1st of August 2024. Well, I don't know why I trusted the store to check the dates, or the distributor. Why would they do that? Corkscrewing through the obsidian darkness. I'm not reading all this. Squeeze of orange and citrus. Opened in 1996. Okay, so 8.2 canned. It'll probably be all right, but this out of date beer stuff is out of hand. But the bitterness units were probably low to start with. It probably wasn't going to be that bitter anyway. The hop notes weren't going to be that strong. It's going to, in my opinion, going to taste like a flavored, juice flavored, orange juice flavored American strong ale, which is what these 8 to 10% IPAs are coming across like these days. Not judging it before I taste it, but I am judging it on about the date, which has got me irritated. Okay, so I can't sit outside anyway. I've been wanting to go outside. It kept raining, but today it's sunny. But I read the information sheet, no alcohol is allowed in the common areas, so it's not doable. So you get this boring setting. But it's not a bad setting. A couch, louvered windows, which I could open if I want it to be hot. Yeah, white bread crust, maybe some juiciness. I don't know if I'd guess that if I didn't know better. So it's 30 days out of date at the time of the recording. Three out of 5 hop cones at the most. This is questionable. 4 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. Okay. Medium body, mostly dry finish. I gotta tell y'all probably noticed this on your own if you've been sampling a lot of stuff. They all have pretty it's kind of like laundry detergent, you know, they got all kind of fancy loud labels to differentiate them because it's all about the same. It's going to clean your clothes, you know. But I buy Extra, XTRA. It's a value price brand and it works. Been using it for a long time. And Sun is a good one too. But these beers, they all got the different colorful labels. But but they're not really that different when you taste them. It's kind of like, oh yeah, tastes like bread. It's got a little hoppiness or a little juiciness. Body's medium. I said that already. But you know, they'll be like usually medium body with a mostly dry finish. And it's just like, they tend to be kind of bland, you know, so it's kind of, you say, why are you saying all this? You kind of hurt your channel. People are not going to watch if you're telling them that it's always the same thing. Well, that may be true, but if it happens, it happens, because that is what I've noticed over the last many number of years, that it's like the same, and so forth. Whatever the style happens to be. That's generally true. There are exceptions, either on the bad side or the good side, right? Get some real dogs, they're exceptional. An exception because they're bad. It's not common to get bad beers, or on the top side, just unbelievably good. But the general experience is kind of like the same. So, no, my palate hasn't changed. I haven't gotten burnt out. I'm not depressed. I'm not, you know, tired of doing it. It's just something I've noticed. I'm going to be honest in the videos, so if people say, well, thanks for the videos, and I'm moving on because you're telling me you're doing the same thing all the time, even though it's different brands. Yeah, I mean, that is the case. Anyway, you know, no big deal. Is that the same thing with the liquor and the wine? Generally, yeah, it's kind of like that. You know, people will be going, oh, bourbon, this bourbon and that bourbon. Oh, I just can't get around it. It's so complex, and I taste them, and I'm like, yeah, it's just kind of tastes like any other bourbon. There'll be little subtle things, but generally it's about the same thing. With wine, yeah, they're all kinds of the final thing is that they're usually pretty good. You know, even the lower end beers or whatever, they're usually pretty good. Like I say, you get the funny videos, not only comically funny, the strange videos are ones where you run across a beer that's just unthinkably unpleasant, which can happen, but it doesn't typically happen. So I guess just try a bunch of beers. I've tried thousands, and then you can say, yeah, kind of like the same thing. Okay, all the time. So, but that's all right. But this one, you can't really compete against Space Dust. Space Dust has a lot more excitement with it, a lot more enjoyableness, enjoyment, or well, whatever the term. This one, I think a lot of beer companies are doing this now. It's like a race to dullness. And you probably noticed that too, a race to dullness. There must be a template that they follow, and they say, no. It just needs to be ordinary, and then you got it made. You reach your goal. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5 bitterness units, I think. I can go along with that. 3. It's about the same on sweetness and bitterness. Yeah. I'll give it a B. I'll go with an 87. It's good. It's good. Oh wow, it's good. I bought it. If it was super fresh, would it be higher? It might go to a 90. Might. I doubt it, but it might. It doesn't taste old, doesn't taste stale or anything, but it could have lost some luster. I'm certainly not going to go look for another can on this trip. I've bought all my beer allotment now as we're getting, not to the end, but toward the end. So anyway, it is what it is. And I'm going to say, les bon temps relais, try some good beers, which shouldn't be hard to do. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Washington, Seattle, Washington, and take an Elysian brewery tour.